Hello, Space Station Nerva. The fact that you are hearing my voice and a message recorded thousands of years before the day in which you were listening is a sure sign that our great undertaking, watching Doctor Who, an order from the start, has been rewarded with success. Mark and Sarah have reached their 100th episode, and you stand at the dawn of a new age. You know this is a special episode as I'm voicing the intro. Now please welcome your hosts, Mark and Sarah.
To watch who?
Hello. Welcome everybody, welcome to Nerva Beacon. The ceremony is just about to begin. Everybody's taking their seats. The shuttles are coming in from all over the place. We've got some very special guests this week as well. We've got our coffee members are coming through. We've got some of our previous guests as well coming through on the red carpet, or should I say the gold carpet.
Ooh, check us out.
Thank you so much for the Vogons for making this golden celebration for us.
For our 100th episode.
Nerva is decked out in gold. Everywhere you see, we've had a big refit. It's taken millennia to get this ready. That's what Kelman was doing in Revenge of the Cybermen.
Of course.
He was negotiating. He was going between Earth and the Vogons to sort out the Doscars for us.
Yes, of course. That's what you missed off screen.
We've also got our lovely catering team here. Edith, she can drive a shuttle now. She's bringing in the catering truck. She's also got help from Sergeant Benton, who's making his special coffees for us as well this time.
Nice Irish coffee. Let's get us through the
Yeah, Benton could do that. Noah, Vira, thank you so much for letting us. Yep, they're all here. As I say, we're going to be hearing from a few other people throughout this episode. So we've got Corporal Bell is on the communications for us.
Who?
Do you remember? I'm not sure if you're joking or you genuinely are. Like,
yeah,
who is that?
I'm joking. But also who?
So yeah, extra special. And of course we are celebrating season 12 as well.
I know. Lots to celebrate.
Lots going on.
With lots of friends.
Nerva Beacon is massive. I mean, it holds all of humanity. So they're all waking up, ready for the party. Whereabouts are you on Nerva Beacon? I'm over with where the Wirrn were. Are you over on the party balcony? We've cleared all the sleeping bodies, and you're up there high, aren't you? With
I like
June
you put me high this time instead of in the basement. Lessons have been learned.
I did consider that, yeah.
It's the 100th episode. Let's not put Sarah in the basement.
No, you're up high. You're on the party balconies.
Yay.
You'll be hearing from everybody over there.
I feel like, you know, in Eurovision, when they're in did you watch it this year? So the green room was at the front of the stage. I feel like I'm in there. I'm going between all the different tables and asking people how they feel.
Yeah, you're doing that. You're over there, and I'll be here with Vira and the Transmat Beam.
I'm asking a Cybermat right now, but it's not really saying much.
There's too much gold around for the Cybermen to be here. It's a bit...
Yeah, it was a poor choice on our part. Not very inclusive of us.
Well, they did try to kill everyone with the plague here, so we sorted that out. Anyway, right, we better start. We better get into this. We're not going to be announcing any of the categories this time because we have some of our our coffee members and some of our previous guests to do that for us. So we'll be getting in touch with them. So shall we start?
Yeah.
First off, the first category, as always, is Best Villain. If I can just head over, Corporal Bell, can you just type a few things on there and get in touch with Lucas, who is going to announce Best Villain.
Control, come in please. Nerva Beacon Control, come in please. Mark, Sarah, anyone there?
Hello, yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Come in loud and clear.
It's Lucas here down in the southernmost axis of Nerva Beacon. I've got 4 people in the brig here. I think they're the nominees for Best Villain. And the nominees for Best Villain are Ms. Hilda Winters, Robot.
This girl is an intruder and a spy. She must not leave here alive.
Field Major Steyer, the Sontaran experiment.
I am Steyer, Field Major Steyer as you would address me, of the Sontaran G3 Military Assessment Survey.
Security Commander Nida, Genesis of the Daleks.
We must keep the Khaled race pure. Imperfects are rejected.
Chief Scientist Davros, Genesis of the Daleks.
That power would set me up above the gods! And through the Daleks, I shall have that power!
And the winner of Best Villain is... in a surprise to no one, Davros.
Yay, Davros!
Okay, guys, what do you want me to do with the other three? Should I just jettison them? Okay, well, you sort that out and get back to me if you could. All right, thank you. Back to you.
Best Doscar winner on the 100th episode.
I mean, yeah, they could all be jettisoned, I think, maybe, all these baddies. Thanks, Lucas.
Thank you, Lucas.
Yeah, we'll let you know. So, yeah, Davros, of course he's going to win.
Yes, he was brilliant.
I mean, we did talk about Kelman from Revenge of the Cybermen, but we weren't sure about. He didn't make the final list.
He didn't shortlist, no. Long list, but not shortlist.
No, and also Noah, we did have a bit of a chat about that, but he wasn't that villainous, really. But these four were really... I mean, Miss Winters, she was proper village hall Nazi, I call her. Steyer, the Sontaran, great monster, great villain, and he tortured Sarah and did all of that. Oh, it was very close, I think, between Nida and Davros.
Yes, yeah. It was tough, but I think Davros did tip it. Because you felt the suspense with him. The tension that he brought was great.
Yeah, I mean, he did create the Daleks as well.
That helps.
So. But then Nida, because he was here, sort of Davros's like right-hand man, he was very sneaky, did all the sort of dirty work for Davros. So it was so close in that way, but... I mean, you've got to give it to Davros. He's classic, and he is here tonight, coming down the gold carpet. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Right, now he's going back to the brig.
Should we do the next category?
Yes, okay. So next category is Best Monster. And we are going over to Lee, who is now going to announce the nominees for us.
Hello, this is Lee calling from Nerva Beacon. What a treat it is to be with you this evening. You know, you're lying in your garden in South London one day, the next you've overslept by several thousand millennia and virus coming at you with a right cob on. Anyway, I'm here to announce the nominations for the Best Monster category, and the nominations are the K1 robot from Robot.
My eventual purpose is to replace the human being in a variety of difficult and dangerous tasks.
The Sontarans from the Sontaran Experiment.
Star, your report. The intelligence. What is this?
Davros, evil creator from Genesis of the Daleks.
For some time, I have been experimenting with the Mark III project. Details and modifications will be distributed later. However, I am anxious that you should see immediately the remarkable results that I have achieved.
And the Daleks, also from Genesis of the Daleks.
This is only the beginning. We will prepare. We will grow stronger.
And the winners are the Daleks. Congratulations to them. And, well, I think I'd best be heading off now because I hear the sound of crinkling bubble wrap approaching. And on Nerva Beacon, that's never a good thing. Have a great evening, lots of fun, and lots of love. Bye.
Oh, yeah, Lee, you better look out for the Wirrn. Get out of there before the Wirrn get you, Lee. Go, go, go. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Lee.
Well, yeah, obviously the Daleks, Again, Genesis of the Daleks is going to do very well, I think, because it is that classic. It was that number one fan favourite. They are going to be sweeping up. They're going to be drinking them Terry Nations tonight. There's Nida swigging it round already.
For sure.
So, I mean, K1 Robot, I thought, absolutely beautiful. You're up there with K1 at the moment. You getting on with him?
Sure. K1. Oh, yes, the big one. Yes. Yeah, we're getting on. He's still having his existential crisis. I can't say it. Existential crisis. But, you know, less King Kong-like.
Yeah, and obviously the Sontarans are there as well. Great monster. Davros again, a double nomination. But we gave it to the Daleks this time because they got their real threat back. They were scary again. And we haven't seen that for quite a long time, I don't think. So that's why they won.
And they're just very good in this. It's just such a good idea and such a good story.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, Terry Nation's done very, very well. He's reinvented his creations in a way, give them a bit more life, literally, from Davros. So I think this is the third time the Daleks has won.
Well, it makes sense. They're in a lot.
K1, I think, is still very memorable, but I don't think you do. Sorry, K1. Sorry, K1.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah, the Terry Nations are being handed out by Edith at the moment, so if anybody would like to grab one, we've got Edith this side of the Nerva. I think you've got Molly and Mary Ash your side. Yeah. Benton's coffee booth is just down the corridor to the right, if anybody wants to just get some refreshments.
If you don't want the booze tonight, just need that pickup. You know, it's free coffees, basically. We're covering the costs, as it's our 100th episode.
Yeah, well, you always cover the costs.
We're also including coffee this evening, is what I'm saying. Or tea, if you want a tea. I'm sure if you ask nicely.
Who makes tea? Who makes good tea?
Polly did. Polly to make tea all the time.
Polly's making the tea. A sudden return for Polly. She's on the other side of the beacon, don't worry. She's not going to be anywhere near you, okay?
It's just as well, we're keeping our distance.
You have to go a long way over the other side.
But if you want a cup of tea tonight, Polly's your girl.
She's temporary staff.
Should we do the next category?
Which is my favourite. Best supporting character.
Ah, yes.
And we are going to go over to Fraser, who is going to announce the nominees.
Hello? Hello, is this working? Can you hear me? Well, I hope so. My transmat was interrupted on the way to Nerva. Thank you for inviting me to the Doscars for season 12. Lovely to see everyone here. Lovely to get a bit of the catering from Edith. The Wirrn grubs roasted over the fire on Earth was particularly delightful. The giant clam, not such a success, but, you know, good effort. So I've been asked to read out the nominations and results for Best Supporting Character. So here we go. So the nominees are Wirrn, the Ark in Space.
There is no procedure for stopping the revivification program. It could be damaging debris.
Severin, Genesis of the Daleks.
They're coming up after us. You must keep moving. You must.
And Ronson, Genesis of the Daleks as well.
Davros, I'm sorry. But I believe that these prisoners, they could be extremely valuable.
So, Wirrn, you're very good character from Ark in Space. I'm not going to say too much about her in case Noah is around. I don't want to go the way of Will Smith with this. Severin, the Muto with the heart from Genesis of the Daleks. Great supporting character. Great sort of companion to Sarah. Plays an excellent role in that story. And also the arch traitor, the Thal spy, Ronson. Another really well thought out and fleshed out and fantastic character from Genesis of the Daleks. So just the three, but we'll see who the winner is. If we're ready, the winner is Severin, Genesis of the Daleks. Well done, Severin.
Yes, Severin.
Yay!
Thanks, Fraser. Yeah. Yes, Edith's catering is very nice. But yeah, my favourite category, we did only have 3 this time.
we just couldn't justify the 4th.
Because we were talking about even like Benton or the Brigadier, but they just didn't do enough to be there.
To make our shortlist, you really have to earn that place. Do you know what I mean? Like, the shortlist categories are just as worthy to be winners as the winners themselves, because it is hard to make that cut. And equally, we won't just have 4 for the sake of it.
No, it was tough. So we had Wirrn. We really liked Wirrn, didn't we? Yeah, she's here tonight with Noah over there.
Give us a wave.
Give us a wave. There we go. There we are. And we also had Ronson/Ron Seal. He's done a really good job. He's been painting all of the seals around Nerva Beacon. Any fence panels that need sorting out around here, Ronson has done that for us. He was there because we really liked him. Again, from Genesis of the Daleks. That area, you need to head over to the Genesis of the Daleks green room, because they're like wasted already.
Now, Mark. I'm running over, but Ron Seal's already. He's found another fence to cover. So he's not here right now, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, have some clams on us. Yeah, he was there because he was, he helped the Doctor and Harry, didn't he, quite a lot. But actually, this season, there wasn't that many supporting characters compared to usual. I mean, we talked about Professor Kettlewell, but was sort of a bit of a baddie, really. And all those guys in Sontaran Experiment were just sort of non-entities. Sorry, guys. But they just weren't the characters that stood out. I mean, can you name any of them?
No, I can't even remember their faces. Sorry, guys. I've walked past you probably like 5 times in this green room.
Oh, they're queuing up with coffee over there.
One's going off for tea. We'll see him in several hours.
But it was very obvious that Severin would be a nominee at least, I think, when we talked. I mean, you said you loved Severin. Do you still love Severin?
Of course I do. I stick by my statements. I stick by that one. Maybe not all my statements, but I stick by that one.
He's here tonight to escort you down the golden path.
I feel like it's blind date or something, and you're still like opening the slide.
Here he is. Oh, well, there you go. You can give him his award, Severin. I mean, yeah, he helped out. He did help out a lot, actually, in that story. So
he was great.
He was absolutely great, yes. And he's got some golden bandages.
Tell it to his face, Mark, okay? Tell it to his face.
You're great. Give him some golden bandages. He's looking very smart tonight. So that is a 3rd winner for Genesis of the Daleks. What else will happen this evening? Well, let's see. So next up, it is Best Story. Let's head over. I think, Corporal Bell, can you just get your communications things up? Stop eating them clams and get on with doing some communications work. Oh no, I've done it again. I've had a go at somebody on the team. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Yates is helping out as well. There we go. Yates, get on with your work. There we go. We're all equal here. So yeah, we're going to get in touch with Luke and Chris from Lost on Gallifrey podcast. They are here to announce Best Story.
Hello, Mark and Sarah. Congratulations on 100 podcasts. Thank you for inviting me and Chris on to Space Station Nerva to give out this prestigious award of Best Story. Chris, if you'd like to give us the nominees, please.
And the nominations are Robot.
Doctor, you're being childish.
Well, of course I am. There's no point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes.
The Ark in Space.
What an inventive, invincible species. It's only a few million years since they crawled up out of the mud and learned to walk.
The Sontaran Experiment.
Your Waterloo, Marshal. Your intelligence mission has been destroyed and your invasion plans are in our hands.
Genesis of the Daleks.
Whatever it is, I refuse. Daleks.
Daleks. Tell me more.
I can't believe there's no Revenge of the Cybermen on there. What's going on?
No revenge. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen, while I open my fake envelope. And the winner is Genesis of the Daleks. Congratulations.
Worthy winner, worthy winner. Have a good show, you two.
Take care now. Bye. I can do good movie voice things.
I might leave that in as well.
Yes!
Yay! Another win for
Yes.
Genesis.
Another win. Thank you, Luke and Chris. For
It's
coming
literally
on
like
to-
Eurovision. Watching the UK scoreboard, Genesis is still top of the leader
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, everyone's phoning in and it's going up. Corporal Bell is doing that all on the computer for us. And yep, Genesis is up there. And I think Revenge of the Cybermen is nil point. Because, I mean, we had to take one out of those nominees. And of course, it had to be Revenge of the Cybermen. Can I say for us, because when I tweeted out that it wasn't a fan favourite, everybody got in touch and said how much they liked Revenge of the Cybermen. All of a sudden. I don't know where that's come from, everyone. But it is actually quite a love story, believe it or not.
I know. We had a lot to say that wasn't great. So, well, maybe it's because we're doing this all in order. Like, we're doing it in order, and it's such a strong season. So when you get a weak one, it seems weak. That doesn't mean that if you've watched it separately outside of the canon, as it were, that doesn't mean that you don't appreciate it and love it. I guess that could be part of it. But because we're doing this week by week, side by side, in this order, compared to the rest of this season, we had to make that choice, and it was quite an easy choice to make.
It was, yeah. I mean, it had to be. And can I just give a special shout out to Tracy and her mum over on the balcony there having a drink? Just come specially. And they're fine. They are getting on. We're all getting on. It's all fine. And I've given them a copy of Revenge of the Cybermen on VHS for them to enjoy together. And Tracy can give it to her family.
To watch who? Bringing families back together.
So there we go, a fourth win for Genesis of the Daleks.
Ooh.
Is anybody gonna topple that leaderboard? Terry Nation, do you want to go over and see how Terry Nation's getting on?
Oh, he's having a whale of a time.
There we are, Terry Nation and Nida getting on together.
He's on like his 8th Terry Nation cocktail because someone made a bet with him that every time he won he had to do 2 drinks. So he's going to be plastered by the end of this.
Yes, well, Severin will look after them, won't he? Severin will be all right. And Ronson is a voice of reason as well in that group.
Once he gets away from the fence.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, it is time to announce the icon of the season. That one person that stood out among everybody else.
It's our newer category. It was brought in from Doscars 10.
Yeah, so who we had? We had Cliff One. Who
was last season? Was it Sarah last season?
I can't remember. It could have been Alpha Centauri. I'm not sure.
Oh, I think it could have been actually.
So I think Cliff and Alpha Centauri, we're going to say, are up there on the on the leaderboard. Oh, I'm just having Corporal Bell is just waving at me. Hold on a second, everybody. She's telling me we've got a few technical issues trying to get through for the announcement. So hold on, Yates and Corporal Bell are having a bit of a chat. Oh, Brigadier's getting involved. Okay. So due to these technical difficulties, we're going to go over to Sarah. Sarah, you are going to announce. Where are you? You're over in the green room somewhere on Nerva.
I'm still in the green room. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I'm over here.
Will you please do the honour of announcing the icon of season 12?
Of course. And the icon for season 12 is the Doctor.
Yes. Oh, a first for a Doctor.
It is.
I mean, brand new Doctor for this season, and he's made such an impact.
It's very rare that a Doctor gets his character from the go there. And we talked about this in our nominations Coffee members would have seen. Like, we talked about, like, you know, First Doctor, very different in his first season. Second Doctor took a while to find who his character was. Same with the third. But this Doctor, just from the go, was who he is. And I mean, okay, it's early doors for me, that might change. But each week there's felt a consistency to who this character is. You know, and it felt comfortable and right straight away. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about Sarah Jane. We talked about... I talked about giving the award to an object, Nerva Beacon, because it is a big part of the season.
It is, yeah. And I said no.
So sorry, everybody. We could be having a party in the icon of the season right now. But no, yeah, it had to be the Doctor. Oh, and we mentioned Davros as well as a possibility, because again, the impact
we did.
of the season, and the Doctor is part of that. Well done, another icon on the Hall of Fame. Next up, we're talking best regular. Corporal Bell, would you please do some of your communications? Are we all right? Yes, I'm just getting the wave. Jack and Joe from the Nymon Be Praised podcast.
Joe Ford, it's been 50 years. I didn't expect to see you here on Nerva Beacon.
Yes, I transmatted in earlier. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Look, I took the long way round. I was cryogenically frozen for several hundred years.
I was offered a trip in a penis-shaped Cyberman spaceship, but I refused that one, you know. And it's marvellous here with all these delegates and aliens about. I think I saw a Hoix and the face of Bo over there.
Yeah, I know. And just if you have a look over there, just behind the bar, I think that's a Nymon that's serving the cocktails there.
My God! And hang on, can you hear that just in the background? Rest now, my warrior. Oh, someone's invited that little bitch from Rings of Akaten.
I know, they're pulling out all the stops tonight, aren't they? I think do you know what I think? It's because, you know, when you choose a location like Nerva Beacon to be the site for announcing the best regular, you've got to choose the best regular location in season 12 as well.
Oh, it's not budgetary at all, is it? There's no budget.
Absolutely not. There is nothing is being done on the cheap here.
We're here to announce a category today. Why don't you say what that category is and who the nominees are?
Well, the category we're here to announce is for best regular. Very much indeed for season 12. Because
that's hard, though, don't you think? Because it's the Dr. Sarah and Harry, and they're all amazing.
Yeah. I'd say so. I mean, do you think of those three? Would you say? I mean, you've just announced all the nominees.
Well, don't worry, you can announce the winner when we're ready.
Sure. I mean, would you put Harry Sullivan as the dark sheep of the race?
I think it's fun in Ark in Space. You know, it's a lot of fun when he loses his shoes.
The few moments match Harry Sullivan as an imbecile. So
yes, marvelous. But of course, Sarah climbing up the rocket in Genesis of the Dark.
She had to be in the running, just for the sheer amount of hell she goes through. It would be quite something if Tom Baker lost in arguably his most famous season, though, wouldn't you say?
It would, but have you not heard this bunch from To Watch Who?
Yeah,
Sarah Chu's not shy of courting a little controversy. You know, Keys of Marinus, the best story ever. Underwater Men,
right.
Amazing, and the Daleks.
Everything has just been on a downward spiral since the Keys to Marinus.
And so I'm going to hand you now in this fabulous foley, this envelope to announce the winner.
And the winner is Tom Baker.
I think it's the Doctor, actually.
A real dark horse in this race was Tom Baker himself.
What was he? I didn't realise Tom Baker was a regular.
Yeah, that's right. The Doctor is the winner of this race. I'm sure Tom Baker will be furious that he lost.
So congratulations to the Doctor. Well, we better go off and enjoy the rest of the party then.
That's right. Get your time ring, Joe.
I beg your pardon.
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah, another win for this Doctor. I mean, it shows how, because like when Tom Baker became the Doctor, or the Fourth Doctor, the whole show is back to like peak. Like when it first was like Dalek Mania in the 60s, and you can see why. Well, I don't know. Maybe can you see why this is like the show's going?
Oh, I can see why people love him as a Doctor for sure. Yeah, and he definitely deserved this award. It's the first time that a Doctor has won his first season recurring. In fact, I don't think the first Doctor won at all, did he? So.
Well, well, it's funny. Those 60s ones took a little bit of time, but he's so into it. We said this before, haven't we? That he's just so into it as a regular. And you know, Harry. I mean, Harry could have been there. I don't know. I feel like if you had been a bit more hashtag hot for Harry.
I was pretty ill when we were recording this, and I was so no nonsense. I slept for like 2 hours after we finished recording.
I mean, Harry could have been there, but I don't know. I think the Doctor's got more good moments.
Doctor deserves it this season. He deserves it.
Yeah, and there's Sarah and Harry over there enjoying a little drink with the Wirrn. Sarah, again, she's still, I mean, this 2 seasons in, she's still as strong as ever. I feel like she's getting stronger.
I don't know. I feel like definitely last season she was strong. This season, it's not that she's not, but the Doctor is like on it, and that's so evident.
You've got a few different sort of quality of stories in this season. Most of it is really good, but those 3 as regulars are great throughout the whole thing.
Oh, for sure.
And this Doctor has not had a bad moment. Maybe Sarah and Harry have had slightly weaker stories, or I
think that's all it is. That's all it is. Whereas this Doctor, I mean, these stories are for him, and it shows that he is the Doctor, and this is his story, and this is his show.
Well done, Doctor. Is he going to be the strongest Doctor that we've ever have or ever will have? Who knows? Yeah. Okay, everybody, we'll go on to the next category. I think we're getting the Transmat ready to beam some more people down to announce. Everybody got enough drinks. Everyone's got enough clams. Edith, hand out the grubs and stuff. Yeah, we're all good. What's the atmosphere like down there in the green room?
I mean, people are getting very drunk. Very drunk. There's a lot of like disappointment, because I think people thought that they'd be doing better, not just one episode winning all the time. They're having a great time, but they're also drunk because they're having a great time.
I think the Revenge of the Cybermen booth is looking a bit sad, isn't it? All those previous workers of Nerva Beacon. I'm sorry. But, you know, it's our 100th episode. We had to invite our...
Oh, enjoy the party, guys. Yeah. That's all I say.
And we've got a special box up there for the Keys of Marinus guys. We had to bring them along.
Of course we did. It wouldn't be a Doscars without the Keys of Marinus.
I mean, good...
It wouldn't be Too Much Who if we don't mention the Keys of Marinus.
I mean, Terry Nation is having a ball. He is in the box with Genesis the Daleks, and then he's over there with a box of the Keys of Marinus guys. It's a mess over there, let me just say.
Yeah. In fact, to be honest, I'm just avoiding that area. I don't want to be on the cleanup crew. Is all.
No, well, I booked Molly, and the unit troops are going to help clear everything up afterwards.
Yeah,
all the unit troops are going to come in. They're going to fold up all them gold chairs for us afterwards.
I think some unit troops just need to be on standby for drunken behaviour later. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think we
need that security.
Yeah, well, we've got K1 robot as security. He can just crush them with his foot. Anyway, we're going now over to Worst Moment. Always an interesting one.
Oh.
And I think we can just beam in. We've got David and Richard to announce Worst Moment.
Hello. We're here on Space Station Nerva. We have just woken up from a very, very deep sleep. There's no one else here currently. We're in a lovely white control room. We've just had a little envelope arrive. Well, we're absolutely thrilled to be here to read out the nominations for the Season 12 Doscars. And the nominations for Worst Moment are... K1 Robots Walk in Robot.
I must destroy you. Please do not resist. I do not wish to cause you unnecessary pain.
The robot design in the Sontaran experiment.
The Cybermats in Revenge of the Cybermen.
The music in Revenge of the Cybermen.
I wonder what it would be. Oh, do you want to do the winner?
Do the honours.
Can you find the white envelope all right in the white space
No, I'm
station?
not sure. I'm looking at. Oh no, I've grabbed on something. There we go.
Oh, okay. That looks like it. Looks like it.
Okay, and the winner is the music in Revenge of the Cybermen.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, we better head because there's something at the door quite insecty. I'm not quite sure what it is. There's an insect and a bit of bubble wrap.
I'll fetch the bug spray.
Okay, and I'll get my Poppins skills ready to pop the bubble wrap.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Well, thank you again for having us at the Doscars, and congratulations to Revenge of the Cybermen.
You earned this.
You earned the worst moment, and it is pretty bad. The music it is pretty bad. Hope you have a lovely rest of your ceremony, and we're now going to go and drink with Wirrn.
Great, sounds fab.
Bye.
Toodles.
Hey! Wow. Or is it always woo for worst moment? I'm never sure.
Maybe it's sort of I don't know what that noise is, but I feel it's appropriate.
Yeah, I'm going to send some unit troops over. I don't know where David and Richard landed. They're on the other side where the Wirrn are attacking them at the moment, so...
Yeah.
I think
Send someone over
I think
there.
the transmat got a bit lost there, so we'll transmat them back over here with... and Edith will have some canapes ready for you. So yeah, I mean, worst moment, of course, Revenge of the Cybermen. I mean, it's not like that music was so bad.
It's the music. I mean, you wanted to put the whole episode in. I talked you out of that. So, and I was like, no, let's narrow this down. It's that fucking music. So.
I mean, the Cybermats were pretty bad. The K1 robot's walk, I mean, he's all right. He's a bit more stable tonight, but he wasn't very stable going down them steps in that story. But it shows what such a strong season it was, because
Yeah, we really struggled. We did struggle to think of moments. I didn't as much, but you really did.
It's very rare that we really talk about the music, and it has to be particularly bad for us to say.
And noticeable. Like, because sometimes you can have bad music. We've had it, and I've not even picked up on it because either the story's really good, so I'm not even like listening to it. But the story wasn't strong enough to go with that bad music to be hidden. Ugh.
Not at all. So yeah, it had to be there. But again, revenge. Everybody loves a bit of Revenge of the Cybermen. Or apparently, everyone's like, it's really. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on there. That side of humanity is going to be jettisoned out of his Nerva Beacon. I'm sorry. We don't agree. That's a bit harsh. But yeah, there we are. Worst moment of season 12. Right. Next up, it is obviously the big hero category here, as voted for by coffee members. And I'm going to announce the nominees. So the nominees are Harry helping the Doctor with a landmine in Genesis of the Daleks, Sarah climbing the scaffolding to escape the Thals in Genesis of the Daleks, and Ronson rebelling in Genesis of the Daleks. Yep, all from the same story this time. And now I shall reveal who our coffee members voted for. And the winner of the Sir Ian Chesterton Heroic Moment Award Season 12 is... Sarah, climbing the scaffolding to escape the Thals. Hey, well, there we are. Well done. I mean, that moment of Sarah climbing the scaffolding, getting away from the Thals.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's gone through a lot this season. She got tortured by the Sontaran. She got King Kong'd by the robot. She got stuck in that duck digging the Ark in space on Nerva here.
She's had a
keep
lot.
her away,
yeah.
keep her away.
But that moment is peak.
And then her going, I mean, it was radiation and it was going up that scaffolding. Everyone's been shot, coming down. She fell off in a cliffhanger. She got back up again. Then she got like swung from the top of the rocket. Those hero moments are always up against the odds. And it's quite rare that it's actually a sort of companion character sometimes. We also did have Harry in the landmine. So Harry had a moment there. And then also Ron Seal. Who is going to be selling all of that paint and stuff on the way out? If you want a sample,
he's got a boob in the corner.
It works on spaceships. It works on rebuilding the Earth. He can do all your fence panels for you. So he is there. I mean, he's not a Dalek scientist anymore, so he lost his job over that, didn't he? So this is his new venture.
Yeah, so he needs to make his living somehow.
It's like the B&Q of the future is run by Ronson down there. So
please go and see him. On your way out, do make sure you go and see him, even if just to say hi and support his new venture.
Yeah, exactly. Grab a cocktail and grab some Ron Seal. Not sponsored. So yeah, I think Sarah goes really well in that 12-person lineup of heroes that we've got so far in our 100 episodes. Do you know what I might do? I might design like a tea towel or something with them all on, and then maybe we can give some away. Just the heroes of who, or our heroes of who. But very different to everybody else's, probably. No one else. Charlie the Barman comes to mind. I mean, you insisted.
However, we've never forgotten Charlie the Barman is a hero of who.
No, he's not. No, he's not. And he's not. He's out. He's got a night off tonight. He is not doing any of the bar tonight. He's here as an honorary member. We've got a special box over there with all of our heroes lined up: Barbara, Susan, Stephen, and now Sarah Jane. She can finally have a bit of a rest and hang out with the hero crew. What an evening!
Totes emosh.
Yeah, all those awards, and
and more to come.
All those ceremonies that we've done. I think.
I've forgotten.
Yeah, I know. I always keep, every time we do a Doscars, I'm like, right, I'm going to write down everything so I've got them all in front of me, and I can just add and I start and then I lose a bit of paper. I'm like, I cannot remember.
Oh my gosh! If someone could send us a spreadsheet, that'd be great.
Yeah, can someone Can someone just check all of our Doscars? Can someone be our independent verifier? What do they?
Our brains stuck with all this useless, mixed up knowledge.
What are the people that adjudicate Eurovision? Is there an adjudicator? That's what we need, an adjudicator.
There is, because you have a Eurovision panel, and then you have the head of it, the judge,
yeah.
And then you go to each of the countries, and each country also has panels, because when they do the judges' points things, they have to sign a paper saying that they won't vote politically, that they'll be objective, which is why the UK did so well this year, because
we need someone to do that, don't we, for us? Maybe someone from Peladon could do that. They're quite good at negotiations and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Alpha Centauri can be our...
why did we think of that? Yeah.
Okay, we'll get that communication out. They couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately, because I think they're all still recovering from the last Doscars when Peladon did really well. I mean... Well, I will send Alpha Centauri down to Skaro as soon as possible. I'm sure that will go well. Well, we are now looking ahead. Everybody, thank you very much for attending. Thank you all of our listeners and everyone that's taken part. Thank you.
Thank you so much for helping us get to 100 episodes. Helping me get there.
Yeah, it's helping Sarah every time, every episode.
every time someone comments to us on Twitter, every notification.
Yeah.
Every time Mark tells me we have new listeners.
It's really nice. And sometimes, I mean, I swear the biggest flourish of stuff on Twitter was when I said Revenge of the Cybermen wasn't any good. I don't know. Maybe we should say that more often.
Oh, I didn't. Let's have a reflection. Mark, what are your highlights over the last 100 episodes? Give me like your top 3 highlights.
Top 3 highlights. Oh, well, you not knowing that Katerina was going to die, I was really like, that was a really good moment for me because I knew that was coming up, and that was the first like companion death. So I was like, how are you going to react? And she stayed there in our memories.
I was going to say one of mine is Button.
Yeah.
The Button theory is definitely one of mine.
Absolutely, yeah. The Button theory came out, all of that stuff, definitely. Going over to colour as well was a big thing. Going into a new decade. That was very memorable. And I mean, for me personally, Edith, I'm so glad she's still around. Who would have thought this character from the Time Meddler would still be here with us?
See, now that's how I feel about the Keys of Marinus, because that was series 1, 2, and we still talk about it in season 12. We still refer to the Keys of Marinus.
It's so funny, isn't it? Because even some bigger stories that I think people might expect, we just like, that happened. Like the Sea Devils. Remember the Sea Devils, where we literally could not talk about it? It was like 25 minutes long. And there was nothing to say for this 6-part big story.
Yeah, but the Keys of Marinus, we still bring up.
And the Keys of Marinus, which is not, well, I think people like it now.
It needs to have more praise. That's what. So, yeah, my things are the Keys of Marinus, for sure. The Button theory. And my Mrs. Doubtfire impression.
Oh, yeah.
That I accidentally did.
It was supposed to be Miss Garrett from the Ice Warriors, but somehow she ended up as hello.
And just if I can add a fourth actually, which obviously listeners won't know, but me and Mark having like a 20-30 minute laughing fit that got cut.
Yeah.
It
on the moon base. It was on the moon base, and you were explaining Doctor Who Twitter to me. Yes.
Yeah, and we could not talk for about 20-30 minutes because we were crying with laughter. Like, if we'd have kept all that in, it would have been the longest episode ever of just nonsense because we couldn't breathe for laughing. And we were like, what is happening? All I'm trying to do is talk about Doctor Who Twitter. So, yes, I'm going to add that as my fourth.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was... Doctor Who Twitter is... well, it's still going. Oh dear. Well, yeah. I mean, heading on now to season 13. Looking ahead.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. See how we've seen so much. I mean, what was the last story we did? Okay, Revenge of the Cybermen. Okay, forget Revenge of the Cybermen. Genesis of the Daleks. From Unearthly Child to watching something like Genesis of the Daleks.
Well, no, we'll give Revenge of the Cybermen because I mean, it's still you can include that. It was in colour. I mean, it's so far along.
Yeah, real caves rather than studio. Rather than sticks flying in your face.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to sort of take in from it. So, lots of characters as well in it.
Yeah.
Way more characters than what we would have had in the original lot. So,
yes, well, as we wrap up, everyone's getting their shuttles away now, and I think Edith is clearing away everything. She's doing well. She's done so much since the Viking times, everybody. She's happy, okay? I'm just worried that everyone thinks I'm really horrible to Edith, but I'm not. It's because I think she's great. She's such a good character. And this
is how Mark treats women.
We still have not had a character like Edith. And I just want to stress, I really like Edith from the Time Meddler because she was just so friendly when the Doctor dropped by. And, she made sandwiches and she helped with her mead and everything. And she was just, usually when they drop by, they're like, oh, you're a spy, you're a prisoner of... She didn't have any of that. She was, welcome, stranger, sit down and have some mead. And we need more characters like that. That's why Edith has stood out.
We need more people offering drinks and seats.
Yeah. When have we had... Who else has done that? No one's done that. Nobody has done that. I'm just saying.
I can't remember names of people, so I can't.
I'm just saying. I can't think of anyone else. Maybe Mary Ash did. She started making that soup straight away. But it's very rare. That's why they stand out. That's why I signed them up to come onto the Doscars. Because they're helpful. They're helpful people. Anyway.
And on that note,
Anyway.
Well, where can you find us, Mark?
Yes, you can absolutely find us on Twitter and Instagram at 2WatchWho.
And thank you to all our coffee members. Thank you to everyone that contributed to today's episode. And thank you to everyone that continues to support us.
Yes, and we will be talking to you soon about season 13. See you then.
Bye.
2WatchWho.
Hey, Doctor Who? What are you talking about?